Okay, welcome to our special call meeting on August 13th. You know, we just had our regular meeting last week, but we had two applications that didn't quite make all the cutoff and posting dates. And so we felt like it was important enough to the community and to the applicants to go ahead and try to get y'all something real quick. I will tell you, both of the applicants, we don't normally do this. And so you know, we like to work with the committee, but at the same time, this is a board full of volunteers, and them coming up here, you know, every week is a little much to ask for them. So, yeah, but we're here now. So, the purpose of the board is to review certificates for appropriateness for construction, alteration, demolition, relocation of structures within the Aiken Historic Districts in an effort to help Aiken retain its historic character. We'll begin by reviewing or we have minutes tonight? No? Okay, no minutes. Skip that part. When we start, the secretary will read your application, and then somebody will be asked to come up to the board and to represent the application. When you do so, please give us your name and address for the record. After we finish having a conversation with you guys, we'll see if there's any public comment. We'd ask people from the public to please limit their comments to 5 minutes. And then after that, the board will take it into deliberation and then eventually a vote. So having that introduction, Rebecca, would you get us started?
Item A under new business, application number CERD 26-001034-amendment. Applicant Ashok Kumar is requesting approval to construct a covered porch addition at 120 Chesterfield Street South, tax map parcel 121-21-04-006. The applicant is requesting approval to amend his certificate of appropriateness to replace a window with a door and construct a porch addition as indicated in the application. The applicant has already received approval to replace a window on the left facade with a door and install steps with a railing. However, the applicant is requesting approval to amend the certificate to allow the front porch to extend around the corner and down the left side of the structure. This would allow the approved new side door to open onto the proposed new porch. The proposed porch addition will connect to the existing front porch and create a wraparound porch. The new roof will match the existing porch roof in pitch, material, and color. Vinyl siding, brick steps, and black wrought iron steel railings will be used to match the porch addition to the existing porch. This property is located within the Old Aiken Overlay District and is zoned downtown business. The Historic Resource Survey card lists the construction date as circa 1890, with alterations circa 1950s and circa 1985 to 1995. The Aiken County Assessor's Report lists the construction date as 1974. In January of 2026, the applicant received administrative approval to replace a window on the left facade with a 6-foot by 7-foot door with concrete steps and metal railings through Certificate of Appropriateness number CERD 26-001034. Since that time, the applicant has spoken with staff about amending this certificate to add a roof over his stoop and extend it to create a porch. There have been several sets of new plans and dimensions. However, the information provided in the submitted amendment application is the latest set of updates that have been submitted to staff. As the applicant has a deadline to complete the work at 120 Chesterfield Street South and relocate his business, DRB Chairman Lott has called a special called work session and meeting to review the amendment application in an effort to assist the applicant in these extenuating circumstances. The applicant has already begun constructing a portion of the new wraparound porch addition. However, work has ceased until an approved certificate of appropriateness is issued. Additionally, Linda Johnson has provided images of Sanborn maps that depict this property, which were added to the record as Exhibit J. Hard copies are available outside council chambers. And if our applicant would step to the podium, please.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ashok Kumar, and I am the general contractor working on this project of 120 Chesterfield Street.
Thank you for coming. What would you add to the staff comments? Anything special you'd like to call out?
As of now, we're just looking for an approval so that we can move forward, and it's just like a porch of 30 feet, which we have already done existing one. We want to add like 8 by 8 extra on the L shape. with an existing of 28 feet, which is existing deck or a front porch for this building. And we want to flush it with the same existing height and the roof with, for the new one also, with the matching handrails, like which is a metal and also a brick stairs.
Okay. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Yes, sir.
Just so we can get everything on the record. On page, what's the next, the rendering, let's go to the AI rendering, that one. So I think this is an overall flavor of where you're headed, but it's not an accurate representation of where you think you're gonna be, right?
Yes, sir. And I apologize for that one, though.
Yeah. So the actual deck or porch columns will be much narrower to match the existing front columns.
The front porch width is around 8 feet.
The columns.
Yes, so the columns will be narrow, same existing one which we have right now.
Okay. Okay. And
I
then
think, I'm sorry, I think these are, looks like a 6x6, but I think the one which we have around 4x4s.
yeah. Okay. And but they'll match the decorative part and all that
Yes,
on
sir.
the existing front porch columns.
Yes, sir, that's right.
Okay. And in the, I think you made a comment earlier that we won't have a roof with a shingled roof like was pictured here. It'll be actually more flat with maybe a TPO or similar type surface.
Yes, sir. The existing roof has a TPO, it's a flat roof, but on my AI drawings, it shows shingles, which is not correct, and I want to correct that part, that's a TPO, not a shingles on the top.
Okay. So it'll be much flatter,
Yes.
maybe not even visible from the ground.
That's right.
Right. And then also this picture here shows wood handrails going on the steps, the front and the back, but actually it's going to be wrought iron to match the existing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's right. It
But-
will be a metal one.
But with brick steps on the side to
On
match
both
the front
side,
also
yep.
too. Okay.
Matching to the existing one.
Yep.
With the
And-
same height, with the same flushing.
Okay. And you're going to have the porch underpinned like the current porch is also?
Yes, we're gonna put some kind of a lintel or lattice underneath so that it will be not like, it will be open.
Okay. And your plans are to landscape black?
Yes, our plan will be to landscape also.
Okay. Because I know the landscaping that's there now we might call over mature.
Yep.
You know, but we would certainly want to soften that look by having some landscaping in there.
Yes, sir, we're gonna landscape, not even this part, but most probably the front left side of, if you left and right, most probably as soon as you enter the property, you will see that definitely this property needs too much of landscaping over there.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make it beautify.
Okay. Now, in the AI rendering, we've talked about the new door on the left side of the house. This shows a double wood door with a half circle transom kind of a thing.
No, that drawing is a little bit AI being generated. I tried to correct it, but unfortunately it was not possible for me to do that. But this is the exact window which we will be installing it.
Okay.
And the reason we are putting a glass window so that the chef or the waiters can know, like, who's coming in and out if they're serving anything outside.
Okay.
That was our motive of the glass windows.
Okay. All right. Let's flip back through some of the other drawings real quick. So, I'm very unhappy with your elevations because they don't have dimensions on them. And normally we would not accept these drawings. And so we have tonight, we're going to talk about it, we're going to vote on it. But, having a set of drawings, elevations, which is what this is supposed to be, is real elevations, where the new door is the same height as the handrail on the bottom, is not very representative of where I think your door is going to be. And so as I go through your package, every page you have in here is incorrect. And this is a board of volunteers that come in here now on a night they're not supposed to be here to look at something that's complete full of errors. But I do think if you take the package as a whole, we can get to where you want us to be. But I can tell you I had extremely strong sentiments just to not allow any of the drawings. So I just want to put that on the record that we're hearing it under Ben's mild protest,
Thank you, sir.
okay?
Thank you very much.
But like I said, I think we can get where you want us to be, because if you take the whole thing and we talk about the changes, then I think the board can get there in terms of a concept of what you're trying to actually approve. So I've said enough. I'm gonna see if anybody else on the board has a question for the record.
Yeah, lighting. The existing structure right now has two, look like lanterns on either side of the front door. Is that correct? Yep. I don't see that on the rendering.
Are you planning some type of lanterns around by the new door as well, or not?
I think I gonna plan the same way, the way it is right now. Yeah, there is a landing, little bit, I think around 5 inches of
Right.
what I believe, and I'm gonna do the same kind of a thing.
Okay.
And I think we have already started the same way. If you look at it, that elevation, the one which we have started building it, a little bit lower. But again, we want to jack it up so that it's like flushed, but again, the landing will be there. Yes, sir.
He's actually saying lantern as in terms of light fixtures. He's talking about the light
Lanterns,
fixtures.
but I
Lantern.
don't see no lanterns.
Yep, right by the
Lan-
front door.
See the front door on each side of the front door, the lighting? It's a lantern style light fixture. Yeah.
Okay. Now,
Yeah, I didn't pay attention.
right, while we're talking about lighting, how are you gonna light on the backside? You're gonna have a long covered area with, a couple of lanterns like that, not gonna help there. Are you gonna have, ceiling lighting
Most
out there?
probably, I have talked to the owner about this thing, and I think we found a way of putting a fan and at least 2 snorts light on the side of the doors.
Okay. That was the next question
Okay.
about the fans, so.
Yes, sir.
If you've already approved the aluminum door, is that even, can we even talk about that now?
Well, I can tell you that if we had this plan that we have tonight, I would not have approved the metal door, because it was a completely different design. Now that we've got a wraparound porch, in my opinion, it's not the same thing at all.
I don't see why we can't have the same door that matches the front door and the bartender still be able to see people coming and going. And I just don't think it goes with the house.
Now, the existing front door, I believe, is pretty narrow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
I'm not so concerned about the width of it or,
right,
you know,
the style.
the style of it.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, so a similar style to the front door is what Mr. Reynolds is suggesting.
See, the similar style, I'm sorry to interrupt, but similar style actually looks like a residential house kind of a thing, where this is a commercial thing. And the reason we have a glass all the way around that door is to view for everyone. Like, we don't want no trip hazard, and that's the reason I want like 360 degrees of views from there.
Right. We
The
understand.
front door has lights on it, though. I mean, you could do similar to the front door, and it's a double door. And it's got the transom over it. I think you could repeat the same door on the side. I'm confused about the aluminum door. I just think it looks like was a mix-up. It doesn't look like it goes with the house. If I was eating there, I would go, why did they put that door there?
Yeah, and we're not looking at this like a restaurant. It's an old house. And we need to look at it like an old house. I mean, we can't just ignore the fact that it was an old house, in my opinion.
I can just say right now I can try my best to get some kind similar door. But I don't know where I can get it, that kind of a door. It will be really hard for us to find that.
Yeah, I think you would be hard pressed to buy a pre-made door of the same style. I
Yes,
agree
and
with
that's
you.
a custom door. All the trim insides are custom.
Yeah.
A three-quarter view door, double door, is easy.
Yeah. The way the door is designed, it would probably need to be a custom fabricated door, don't you think, Leland?
I don't know. I hadn't looked for one.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it has to be custom. I'm not saying
Just a
that.
similar style.
Yeah, it doesn't have to match exactly.
It doesn't have to match exactly. Okay.
Just not, yeah.
Okay. All right.
It looks like a convenience store door.
I was wondering what was beeping.
So I have a question about the lattice. I've looked through all the pictures trying to find what the existing lattice is that we're matching, and I can't find, there's shrubs in front of the other, but it looks like it's brick.
I think it's like a mesh kind of a lattice.
Can you go back one? Right there, can you kind of, on the right?
I just don't know what that is. Either it's wood or it's brick or,
If it's not a mesh, most probably we can clean out that area, put some good landscaping, and just bushes are coming in the middle of it. We can remove the bushes, and whatever lattice will be there, we're gonna put the same thing. Whether it's a mesh or it's like I would say treated wood, some kind of a treated wood, whatever, so that it's appeared the
it's
same
not
way.
some little lattice cheap thing.
See, to be very honest, when I look at it, I didn't go underneath of that one because that was not even my idea of doing it. Until as owner told me, okay, fine, we have to do an L shape. Then again, I came to know, okay, we have to do a lattice also.
Right.
I would just like to know, and it could be administrative approval, what the lattice is.
Okay.
I can do the same kind of a lattice, whatever existing is. I can easily send a picture, or I can communicate with Mr. Rebecca and let her know what kind of a lattice is there, and we can put the same existing one. Or if
You
you
don't-
guys want a mesh one, we can put the mesh one.
Yeah. You don't think there's brick there now that's painted white?
It is painted. I'm sorry about your question. Can you repeat again, sir?
Yeah, the wall under the porch, is it currently brick painted white, or is it
It's
or you think there's some kind of
It's
a
a wood.
panel,
It's a
up under-
panel, a wood piece. It's a panel and wood piece which is painted in white. Even those deck is also, it's not Trex. It's a wood,
Okay.
painted in a grain color.
Mr. Chairman, I've got another question.
Yeah.
Usually when we get a packet like this, on the entrance, the arch entrance to the property, there's a sign there. Usually we get a rendering of what the sign is gonna look like for the property.
Have you thought about signage yet?
Signage of the restaurant, you're talking about the way it is looking up Casabella kind of a thing sign?
Yeah.
That's a question for the owner, actually.
Okay. That's not part of your package. Okay. Yep. Give us your name for the record.
Alok Kumar Akshay. I live at 355 Woodbridge Drive.
Okay.
Thank you for coming, everyone here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna talk to Miss Rebecca, and I will get the sign by the code. And I want to put the Casabella, a small sign, so the landmark will be there. So people will be always remember that was an old Casabella. And where is the Casabella right now? I'm gonna put the Taj of Aiken,
Okay.
bar and grill, and with some different designing. But I approve with the Miss Rebecca
Yeah.
first.
And a lot of times we'll approve signs administratively,
Sure.
Later.
I
Right.
wouldn't have a problem if you approved the lattice administrator.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, we're not trying to
Yeah,
make
I
it
think
difficult. We
that's- I'm
we
fine
want,
as long
but,
as we
you
know
know,
what it
everything
is.
has to be a part of the process going forward. And
Yes, sir. Yes,
we
sir.
don't want you to have to come back later and say, oh,
Yeah.
by the way, we've got to do this, we've got to do that. So we're trying to get it done so you can
Yes, sir. So
crack up the grill and get everything going.
yes, I understand. Thank you. And also the reason behind we putting the metal door there, because I want to, in summertime, the people can sit outside and they can enjoy the good weather. We have the fish pond there outside. We're gonna clean that pond, and maybe we're gonna put the fish there or something like this. The children can play. The people can have dining area outside. So if my employees, they want to go inside, they have to go all the way from the front, and the food will be get cold. So that's why we're putting the door there. So the servers, they can go fastly and serve the food. and right now it's very hard to find the people. They don't want to run that much.
Right, so you're gonna have a koi pond?
Yes, we have already pond there in the building already.
Well, that's pretty prominent in Aiken, Old Aiken, and a lot of those around.
Yes, so
States, so.
we're gonna clean that pond. I'm already cleaning that pond. We're gonna keep the same way.
Do you anticipate having a patio out there?
What's that?
A patio, are you gonna have a patio out there?
It's already there.
Not right now, but we'll see in future. Like maybe later.
Other questions from the board? Lucy, do you have any questions?
I don't have question. I think the question I have in my mind is, for Mr. Plyler, is what's the status of the aluminum doors? Are they already approved, or
That was a question I had.
how does that all work?
It was.
Yeah, I'll look up the specific ordinance section, but this would be similar to the hotel project that came last meeting, where they had an approval, but they're making significant design changes to what they've already requested. So I think the way I would suggest, based on the guidelines, you are free to consider the design as a whole and with the changes that they've requested. And if you believe the aluminum doors don't meet the character and neighborhood, the neighborhood, given the total design that's being offered, then I think you're free to talk about that. I don't think a prior approval under a more limited design prevents you from doing that.
Thank you very much. That's very helpful.
Okay. Board?
Any more questions?
I think that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so we'll see if there's anyone in the audience that would like to speak in favor of this application or against this application. Come forward. I'm not sure if you're in favor or against, but I'm pretty sure that you're the only person in the audience.
Linda Johnson, 515 Parkside Drive. First of all, I'm completely in favor with what they're doing as far as the porch. This house historically had a porch all the way across the front, and the house to the south had a wraparound, the house to the north had a wraparound. So going back to something like that is very consistent with the character of the neighborhood. I don't know when the porch that's on there actually got put on. It must be before we did COAs, as far as you know?
As far as I know, I did see there were some dates listed in our survey card for alterations, circa 1950s and then circa 1985 to 1995. So it's possible it could have been around
Okay.
those periods.
All right. I doubt that the existing porch is the original porch, partly because it's not even extending all the way across the front. I do have a bit of a problem with the door on the side. I understand the need to have glass in it. And I know that wood is more of a maintenance problem. That is one of the downsides of historic buildings. But I hope they can find some kind of compromise where the style, maybe have some inset panes of glass, but the style more closely resembles the style of the other doors and windows on the house. So thank you.
Thank you. Any other comment from the public? Okay. All right. I guess it's time for a motion. Would someone like to start us off with a motion so we can come into a discussion period?
All right.
Lucy's gonna work on it.
So, with respect to application number CERD 26-001034 amendment, I move that we approve the plan to extend the porch to the north side of the building, on the condition that the addition, the new porch, match the porch that's already there. And then with respect to the door, the aluminum door, I move that we do not approve the aluminum door for the, to replace the window.
Are you approving, and I just want to clarify, are you saying that the window stays or
No,
the
I'm
door
saying-
should match the existing front door?
That
style.
door is not appropriate.
Okay.
We're denying that door, but
Okay.
I can't say what we would approve.
Okay.
Or in my motion, because I haven't seen it yet, but
Okay.
yeah. And you know, possibly we could have, administrative approval of the door and the lattice. Well, the lattice, whatever that is, needs to match what's already there, right? Mhm. Yeah.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. I'm gonna ask the applicant to come back up for a moment. You heard the motion that was made just now. The motion that was made basically said that, we approve the wraparound porch, but that you match the existing columns and rail and finishes, including doors and everything, all the way around. Are you willing to amend your application to match that motion or not?
I'll try my best to match that if I can able to find the door.
Right, right. In there's gonna be some grace as long as you're trying, okay? Okay, but the basically is, I need to know if you're willing to amend your application to, instead of having the metal door and all, to try to match the way the motion was given.
Yes, I approve it.
It's your application, so we can't change it for you.
So, Mr. Chairman, we would basically not deny the aluminum door, and he would, he would withdraw his request for the aluminum door. Is that what we're?
We could specify that.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I think I already, I don't know, I might be wrong, but with Miss Rebecca, I think I already got an approval for that door to be replaced with that window.
Yep.
So like that means I'm coming back to the same thing right now?
Yep, because you haven't actually installed the door and you're amending your original application, we're finding that the door is not compliant.
Okay.
Now, if you're not amending your application, you've already got a COA for a little stoop. You can do that. But if you want to do the wraparound porch, which I think everybody's in favor of, we like where you're going, then we're looking at the package as a whole design approval.
So this is a custom door. I'm really hard to find this door.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I can get it, but I'll try my best to find it.
And what I'm hearing from the board is, if it's a double wood door with about half glass, then we're probably okay with it.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there? Yeah. So,
But everything else that you've requested in here that we can glean from your comments as opposed to what we've seen, you're getting okay for.
Thank you very much.
So you're walking away with 95% of what you asked for.
Approval. Thank you, sir.
Does that sound reasonable comment?
Well, and Mr. Chair, if I may, I just want to make sure everybody understands what y'all are considering and would be voting on. And what I'm hearing is the idea of a wraparound porch, as long as it matches the existing porch that's there, that's something that we would be voting to approve. Now, the vote hasn't occurred yet, but
Right.
that would be voting to approve. Replacing the two windows that are there with a doorway is something that the board is considering and would be voting to approve.
right.
The holdup is the current door that has been offered is not something that we would be voting to approve. The way I understand your guidelines, if a door is being approved there and he can come back later with a design that he wants to be considered, it may be something that can be administratively approved. And the guidance he's getting is it needs to look less industrial. It needs to look more like a residential door. It could have the windows in it to help with the idea the restaurant needs. It's just that metal, industrial looking door isn't in keeping with the character of the neighborhood. That's what I'm hearing, and I think everybody agrees is what you would be voting on.
Is that what your understanding is of where we're headed?
Yes, sir.
So what I wanted to make clear to the applicant, I don't think what you're asking him to amend is tell us the exact door that you want to put in right now. I think what you're conveying to him is, we're not gonna approve that aluminum door, but if we approve this overall project, we are approving a door being there. You're just gonna need to come back with what that door looks like and try to get approval for that door.
And I would suggest you come back for the lattice under the, because I don't know if you want to match what's there now.
Okay.
It's not lattice, and I can't, from the picture, I can't tell that it looks very good, but
Okay. Are y'all okay with all that?
Yeah, so if he doesn't want to match what's there now, he can come back with lattice. Yeah, okay.
Okay. And so, having said all this, we're wanting to know if you're okay with amending your application to match where we're going or not. And you don't have to. You can say, no, I don't want to change my application.
I think if doors is the issue, I can find the door, something closest to this one, because this is like a custom door, which is built like long back.
Right.
And I'll try to match it wherever I find it. And lettuce, I don't think so. It's a big issue of the lettuce. I think it's just some kind of a trim which has been over there instead of lettuce, instead of a mesh, I would say. But again, I'm gonna match the existing one. I didn't able to look at it really clearly because of the bushes, but we're gonna, once we clear the bushes, I can easily let you know what exactly is there.
Okay.
And I think that's what the board's telling you is, when you know what type of underpinning you're gonna do, so let's say you clear the bushes out and the underpinning that's there just doesn't look good. If you have that change, they would just want you to come back and say, hey, here's the underpinning that I'm planning on putting. Are y'all okay with it?
Okay.
And that, I think, is something y'all would normally.
Approve administratively. We want to do a full board meeting.
Okay.
The
Is
goal
that
is to
okay I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
the goal is to get you moving again. Without having
We
to
want-
come back. I mean, if you don't agree with this,
Right.
and we turn it down, then you're
You're still dead in the water.
dead in the water.
But I think we're agreeing with everything that he wants except the door.
Exactly. Well, we're not disagreeing about a door, we're just
The
disagreeing
door.
about
Yeah, right,
the
exactly.
type of
Yeah,
the door.
you can have a door there, but
So,
just not that one.
You know,
Yeah.
and the whole thing is, we want to see you move forward. I want to see a ribbon cutting over there sometime soon.
Fine, sir. We're gonna call you guys. Most probably before I'll put the door, definitely I need to know the opening first. So for that opening, I need to remove the door first. And according to that, I have to look at it, what kind of a door I can fit in there. Or first I have to find the door first to fit in that opening.
There you go.
But just to be clear, so you understand what they're voting on and what you've agreed to.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They're voting to approve the wraparound porch, and we'll see how that turns out, with the roof line that matches the existing porch, with columns that are similar or that match the existing porch, and handrails, all that.
Underpinning, the whole thing. Just match it all the way around.
Yes, sir.
Their current vote is to approve a door being where the two windows are, but not the door that you've offered.
Okay.
So that, I believe, would allow them, assuming it passed, it would allow them to continue with the construction of the porch, but you're gonna have to come back with, okay, this is the door we found that we think meets your concerns, and then have them approve it or give you more guidance.
Fine, sir. That sounds good. to me.
Yeah, and if you run across a couple of them, you can't make up your mind which one you want to use, we're here to offer help.
Sure.
Okay.
I got one more question regarding the paint option. Is it okay to paint exterior doors and windows? Because
All the
that's-
way around the house or on the new part? All the way around the house or just the new part?
Obviously the new part also, plus all the way around the house, because I need to beautify that also with the same color.
Right, right. So you can do maintenance on your property anytime you want to. And so if you're going back with a blue window trim, that's a change.
Yeah.
But if you're going back with a white window trim, you don't need our approval.
Okay, fine, sir.
Yeah.
That's all. Okay. Any more questions?
No, sir. All right, so we have a motion and a second.
I just want to say one thing about the
Yes.
motion quickly, that I think that this application meets the requirements of the old Aiken Guidelines number 5.1, porches, balconies, steps, and attached decks.
Thank you. Okay. Any other conversation? Okay, are we ready for a vote? Okay.
I guess I have to approve the amendment to it.
Oh, but did,
She made the motion and I seconded it, so I'm agreeing with the amendment.
Yeah, you mean.
You want to get
well,
hyper technical, the person that made the motion would have to accept it, and that would be Ms. Knowles, and you're,
Yeah, okay, I accept.
Yep, I accept.
okay. All right. I think we're all legal. So all those in favor, raise your right hand. And there's no opposed. Thank you for your patience, and we're looking forward to having dinner with you. Okay? Okay. All right. Let's move on to the next application.
You can print the menus now.
Item B, under new business, application number CERD 27-001001. Applicant Gregory Pierce is requesting approval to renovate and conduct various alterations at 338 Buford Street Southeast, tax map parcel 121-10-16-005. The proposal includes replacing the subfloor, sheetrock, and making roof alterations at the rear of the structure. New dormers will be added to the roof with shingles to match the existing roof. The existing roof will also be extended at the rear right corner of the structure. 2 existing windows are proposed for removal, one located at the rear and one on the right side of the structure. A new deck and carport addition will be constructed on the left side of the residence, and a porch addition will be constructed on the front facade. A new porch is proposed measuring 13 feet 5.5 inches by 6 feet, with brick steps and a metal roof. A new carport located adjacent to the porch, measuring 20 feet by 18 feet 2 inches, is also proposed. Additionally, a new deck is proposed at the rear of the structure, measuring 12 feet 10.5 inches by 18 feet 2 inches. A privacy wall consisting of lattice and brick will be installed at the front of the addition. A 10-foot tall column will be added to the front porch addition, and the wood railing will match the existing railing. All siding will match the existing vinyl siding. The house will be painted Benjamin Moore Monterey white, with both the brick and siding finished in this color. This property is located within the Old Aiken Overlay District and is zoned residential single-family, RS8. The Aiken County Assessor's Report lists the construction date of the residence as 1937. The Aiken Historic Resource Survey Card lists the construction date as 1960. And will our applicant please step up?
All right, give us your name and address for the record.
My name's Russell Hayes, address 240 Archdale Drive, and I own Legacy Homes of Aiken, so I'm the contractor. I didn't do the design, so if there's a design question, Greg will have to answer it, but I'll answer what I can.
Well, you know, our last application, we were very frustrated with the drawings and all. We're very happy with your drawings, okay?
Good, 'cause you've had me nervous. I started scanning them here. I was like, oh my God.
So good job on your application, because we understand what you're proposing here. We do have some questions. And my first question to you is, the double doors on the left, are those existing or new?
I remodeled this house 20-some years ago for Michelle
remember.
Walter.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't ever remember it being the overlay.
Yeah.
But are those existing or are they?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not positive.
couldn't remember. But right now, there's no porch there, right?
Yeah.
There is a porch there. Okay, you're gonna add a roof over it or something? What's changing right in that area?
It's
I wish we had a different angle, yeah. No, sir?
Mr. Chairman, would it be all right if he spoke into the microphone and used our pointer to indicate?
We've got a laser pointer over here.
So we have his explanation on the.
Yeah, and give us your name.
Is it the red?
Yeah, give us your name and address for the record.
Greg Pierce, I'm at 400 Windsor Place Road.
Okay.
So this is a carport that go right here
Right,
that I think was there at one time. I'm not sure, but it looked like it. There, on the back side of this, there's a deck there now that we took off. So we're just replacing the deck, a new deck with the old deck. The biggest thing that's happening with this house is the rear of the house.
right.
There was an upstairs in this house that covered about half of this. The rest of it went all the way to the ceiling. All we're doing is making it one floor. We're adding 300, I think. So we're just extending the upstairs. Now it's not a big vault when you look up. Now it's a floor.
Yeah. So flip back to the elevations, please. Here we go. So right there on the left, it says metal roof with an arrow right above those double doors. And I wasn't sure if that meant that was a new roof or just changing the material.
First of all, I'm like the last guy. The architect, it's not gonna be a metal roof. It's
Okay.
gonna be a 30-year architectural shingle roof like
Okay.
the rest of the house already is.
Okay,
There'll be no metal on this house.
okay,
Not even on the left-hand side?
Not even on the left-hand side. There'll be no metal on this house.
okay, all right. Now, so are you extending that roof or not, or is it existing? I wasn't clear on that.
The roof is, he's talking about the facade up there above the.
Yeah, right where it says new or metal roof, right there, yeah, that roof, is it already there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when you said in your application that you're adding a porch, where were you talking
The
about?
back, where there's already, well,
Flip around, here, we can flip the picture around. So keep going.
Yeah, back there.
So where are you adding the porch at?
right there.
That's a deck, right?
Well, it's a deck, yes.
Okay, where's the porch?
The porch is in the front. There's already a porch there. We're extending it a little bit.
Oh,
it's all-
extending the
yes,
front
it's-
porch.
we're-
Okay,
it's-
that's
Yeah,
what I
it's like-
wasn't
it's
clear.
like a
The porch
stoop.
right there
Yeah.
is about half of that, so we're just moving it out to go, so you get out of the carport, you walk up the steps.
That is where I was talking about. Okay, all right, thank you for helping me understand that. So let's go back to the elevations to the rear. So, Renee, are you controlling the picture? Yeah, no.
Sorry, that was me.
Can we go back to the rear elevation? So right here, you know, I know you're adding the dormer in the top. You know, it's a shed dormer up there, and a big one. Why are you wanting to change the window design from a 3/1 to a 1/1?
I could care less.
Okay.
I mean, this part of the house.
Well, you're eliminating a lot of windows on the first floor, right? Yeah.
A bunch of windows up there that this person they raised birds.
Did they?
The whole thing's a bird sanctuary, so I'm just taking the windows out, and I don't care what kind of windows we put in there, frankly, that's just what he drew.
3/1.
Yeah, he just drew that, I don't care what kind of window goes in there.
Yeah, I think I'd like to see a match, you know. That's true, and it is facing the rear, and I thought about that, you know, but it still feels disjointed. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
What type of windows were you planning on using? Vinyl, wood?
Vinyl, low
Vinyl.
vinyl.
Okay. Okay,
I mean, the
It-
front of the house faces just a garage.
right.
And
Right.
But the bonus old house.
the exterior is gonna be the vinyl siding like the rest of the house. And the roof, the shingles will match the rest of the house.
Okay.
She let it go, I don't want to speak ill of the dead, but she let it go pretty bad.
Yeah. Well, I remember when you remodeled it, I thought it looked awesome,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right,
A few problems.
right. We all do.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's flip to a different elevation. So this is, you're gonna take the window out and make a little fireplace in that little stoop area there?
It's not a fireplace, it's like a little study office or whatever that is. I'm not sure what that,
Yeah, I thought I saw a note that said eliminate.
It's a fireplace right here.
Yeah, it's got a fireplace drawn in there.
there's a chimney that went in the middle of it. I don't know what that smokestack that went up in the middle of the room.
You gotta, if you look at the elevation, you gotta,
There might be one in there. I can't,
you got,
I don't,
fire.
we bought this house 3 years ago. I haven't been in this house in 3 years, so I don't know if there's a fireplace in it or not, quite frankly.
Yeah, I think if you
think
look
there
at
is.
page A8,
I know I'm not adding one. I know that.
is that A8?
Well, I know they got in there,
Yeah, see, you,
All right,
doing a, yeah,
okay.
quite possible.
What is it?
the removal of the.
Go on to the next one, because that's not it. Oh, right there. No, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, the A8 shows that,
It's page, it's got 13 in the corner with an A8 in the corner. Right there, okay. So you're talking about where your changes are gonna be with your clouds. And right there where the fireplace is, there's drawn a little room with a window in it
Yeah,
But then on the new design, it's got a fireplace there with no window. And that's what I was wanting to make sure I understood what your intentions were.
The note says,
I'm not, I honestly, I feel stupid. We bought this house 3 years ago. I haven't been in it. If there's a fireplace there, it's staying. If there's not one there, I'm not adding one.
Okay.
So I can go verify
So
or,
we're more interested in what the outside's gonna look like.
Right,
So there appears to be a window there, but if you go back to your elevations,
yeah.
there was just a wall there, right there. So there's no window there. And that's the point I'm trying to clarify, is what the outside's gonna look like.
well, it says he's adding a fireplace. There's a note that says he's adding a fireplace.
I know,
We've had this thing in the hopper for quite a while now.
right.
I mean, it's been running through.
I don't know that I care which way you go. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
I don't care either. I mean, you know, there's a window.
If you're telling me you're gonna leave the window there, I'm good with that.
I have no reason to take it out. I mean,
And-
it's just, I should have looked at it closer when I got.
It's
closer.
all right. We're just, like I said, we're just trying to understand
understand.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, let's flip on to the next
You want a
elevator.
window in or out? Yes, I could care less.
It's your house.
Yeah.
And then right here. So this is where you're doing most of the exterior changes, adding the carport, adding the deck, you can see the dormer, a little better picture of the dormer there. And so, we had,
I'm sorry to interrupt you. This was already there, so I'm just.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was rotted. I just took it off. I'm putting.
I got you. You're rebuilding it. Okay,
This is the big, this is the
the
big
okay.
thing.
Yep.
It stops here, and I'm just moving it out here to pick up another bedroom and a bathroom.
Yes, sir. Okay. And then, I believe if I read that right, you're doing a 10-inch column on the carport, but you got a little smaller one on the front of the house.
They will all be the same size.
They're all gonna be the
All
same?
gonna be probably 10-inch columns. They're not
Okay,
gonna be
so you're gonna swap out the front porch columns to a larger one?
We usually use 8 to 10-inch columns. We don't use.
Okay. Okay, because, you know, when you look at this, it's got a skinnier column
Oh,
and
yeah,
a
no,
wider
no.
column.
Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Again, we're the design review board, so we're asking design
Oh,
questions.
I understand.
So,
I just noticed it.
yeah. Okay. And I think that roof that I was talking about earlier, we found a picture where there's like a little roof in the corner, but it looks like you're running that roof out to the carport is what you're doing there. Okay. I now understand what you're doing. Thank you for helping me.
That's a triple window.
And I'll see if any member of the board has another question for
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Any questions from the board for the applicant?
I've got a question. Looks like he shows shutters on the drawing. I don't see any existing shutters. It's not a big point, but
We like shutters too, and landscaping. We like shutters and landscaping.
Yeah, does it need it?
but he only has one in the whole house, one set of shutters.
Mm-hmm.
On
Yeah,
the-
it's only showing one shutter there in the front, set of shutters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and right now, the photo says no shutters there, so it looks like you're adding a shutter.
Well, the windows by the front door would have to be tough with shutters there.
Yeah,
Pretty
those are
narrow.
pretty tight.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna add shutters, or we're gonna add 8 or 10-inch columns.
Anybody else? Okay, we'll see if there's any public comment. Thank you for your help. Well, Linda's gone. Okay, we have no public here, so I guess there's no public comment.
Just a curiosity question, are you gonna do what with the house once you complete it?
Sell it.
Okay. Are we ready for a motion? I know I am.
Yeah, I'll make a motion. Reference to certificate application CERD 27-001001. I request that we approve it and that the guidelines as they fall within our overlay district and in the Old Aiken County Historic Registry, or Old Aiken guidelines, design guidelines. And I'm not gonna reference all these, but there's about 15 different pages in here. But they meet the requirements as stated in the, Old Aiken design guidelines.
Do I have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Do we need to include the fact that, that one window is not being removed and that the windows in the, dormer will match the, window below it?
I think we should, and I was gonna ask the same question. Go ahead, Daniel.
So, Mr. McMichael, would you accept that amendment to your motion?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. With those amendments, would you second the motion?
Second, yes.
Oh, that's right. We had a different second down here. Okay.
My apologies, Mr. Reynolds.
All right. Thank you for the clarification, because that was exactly what I was thinking. All right. All those in favor, raise your right hand. All those opposed, seeing none, unanimous. Thank you, gentlemen. Yep.
I have one question.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't represent on the plot plan that you have, but the lot has been subdivided into two.
Okay.
And would the new construction on that have to be in the historic overlay?
It's in the old Aiken.
Okay, it is?
Yeah, yeah. It's
I didn't know where it might stop or start or wherever.
Yeah, so,
No,
sir,
I'm pretty sure all of that neighborhood's in, right? Old Aiken.
I'm
We
pretty,
don't have a new address yet because we haven't gone in for a permit, so.
Yeah.
and sir, if I could just jump in here, obviously I'm not offering you legal advice, but here's what I would suggest.
Yeah.
The overlay became part of their zoning, so if that lot before subdivided was in the overlay, then the subdivided lot, both portions would remain in the overlay.
I just need to know because I want to get her plans pretty quick on the next one, so we don't have a delay. So, all right, thank you.
Yeah, the only thing I caution you about is building too close to the properties, how you subdivide.
The city building will correct me on that one.
Yep, okay. Perfect.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Do I have a motion we adjourn?
Yes.
Second?
motion that you
All in,
supper for everybody.
yeah, all in favor? Okay.